for our regular weekly programs. So, but I'm not gonna Satya Prabhu can answer from ISKCON Minnesota. From ISKCON New Mahavan, I think we are, I think we are working hard definitely.
Yeah. Are you seeing the screen, Prabhu? Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji, we can see.
Yeah,
Okay.
we are seeing it, Prabhuji.
Okay. Thank you. Homagyanatimirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Kirpatadam Bandhe Shri Gurum Dintaranam Pramanand Madham Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gaurvani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pashat Desha Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Ram Sankirtan ki Jai Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki Jai Anant Koti Vaishnav ki Jai. So last class today, wrap it up. How many of you are doing homework? Are you doing the homework? Have you submitted any homework? Fourth chapter is over. So a lot of homework to do. Do the homework, please, because that way, number one, you would be going through each and every verse and the purport to answer the questions. And number two, if you have done the homework, even if you don't do good in the exam, most likely you'll pass. You'll pass. I'm not saying that you'll get very high score, but you'll pass. So homework will save you. Homework and being into this class. These two things, if you do very nicely, then you have a certificate. Okay. So in chapter 4, can anybody summarize what we have been talking so far? Whatever
Uh,
you have learned.
Prabhuji, before we move forward, so as we're talking about homeworks, so I
Yeah.
know there was, I think we heard we used to memorize the verses also. So
Yeah.
are there any particular verses?
Yeah. That's good here. So once we are done with, so can all of you should take the picture of this screen. So in first chapter 1.1, don't look at the header. Header is not right. But
Okay.
second chapter, verse number 7, 13, and 14, and 20. And third chapter, verse number 13, 27, and 43.
Okay.
And this chapter, verse number 2, 8, 9, and 34. So you have to memorize these verses. And in the exam, I'll give you 3 and would ask you to write 2 verses with translation. Is it good enough, Prabhu? Or
This
you
is
want
good.
something else?
This is nice.
So this is what it is. We have to memorize these verses
I will. Yeah.
and work for your homework, please, 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 please. I want you to get the certificate. Work on your homework. Santa Mataji, do you have any problem? Anything that you'd like to ask? Santa Gautam Mataji.
No, Prabhuji.
No, Prabhuji.
Okay. Are you doing homework?
I have only done the first one, Prabhuji. I have to
Yeah,
do
please
the.
do. We
I'll
have
try
to
to
be
start working on it
we have to
tomorrow.
be little occupied. We have to do the work. Vishnu Priya Mataji, have you started doing the homework?
I've started,
Nice.
but I'm
Yeah, you have to, after 2 chapter, we'll have exam. So 5th and 6th chapter, maybe after 3-4 weeks, I'll be done. But by that time, you should be done with all the homework.
Prabhu, is it fifth chapter or sixth chapter, Prabhu? That
Right
we will
now, we are going with the 5th chapter. We have 2 more,
two
5th
more.
and
Yeah.
6th,
Fifth.
and then exams. So this is the time.
Yeah.
By the time you get to 6th chapter, this is the time for you to get the homework done. I want all of you, my humble request as a teacher, I'm requesting you, stay together. Don't miss exams, nothing like. It's very easy. If you stay together, you will get through it and done. But you say that, oh, I don't want to give the exam. I'll give it later. I'll do this homework later. If you do like that, then it will be very difficult for you to do it because there is definitely a lot of work that you have to do. So better stay as a team and submit the homework on time. Do the exam as a team. Easier, much easier. Doing together.
Hmm.
Kali Yuga Sangha Sakti. Kali Yuga, in age of Kali, the Sakti is in association with right people for sure. So in this chapter, we are talking about knowledge of bhakti, right? We can get the knowledge of so many things, but this chapter Krishna is talking about knowledge of his bhakti. That's called transcendental knowledge. So what is the meaning of the word transcendent? Anybody know? Can you little bit what is the meaning of this word transcendence? You'll hear this word so many times. What is this word transcendence and transcendental? What is really it means for you? What is your
Eternal,
understanding? Huh?
eternal and unconditional.
Eternal and unconditional. Yes.
And today, uh, that's a really good question that you asked, Prabhu, because English English definition changes, but at least
Yeah. But
from
we
the
need to right, bhakti perspective, right? Bhakti
yeah,
sandarbha.
and from
What is the
the
meaning?
scriptural standpoint, I think what at least I was aware of is anything beyond modes of material nature is considered.
Yeah, that's the thing I was looking for. Yes. Anything that's beyond the mode of material nature. This knowledge is not within the modes of material nature. Yes. So it's transcendent, like something is going through, right? Transcendent is a dynamic word, right? It means something in the motion is transcending something, right? That's the word means. Like, if you throw the arrow is going through. And when that arrow crosses some distance, then you say that, okay, A point or B, whatever that is, or gold point or silver point, like that. So transcendental, Prabhu said eternal, pretty good. Yes, it's eternal, it's unconditional, and also it's not depending on any other condition. So this knowledge, bhakti knowledge, does not depend on any other material condition. So beyond modes of material nature, because everything in the modes depends on something in different mode. So yes, so please everybody note that is the meaning of transcendental knowledge. Vishnupriya Mataji, got it? Okay. So Krishna is talking about this knowledge. Okay. So he says that Sardhavan lavate jnanam. First he said that lavate means to obtain. Jnana or jnanam means knowledge. Who will obtain this knowledge? Sardhavan, the one who has faith. So faith is very important. If we don't have faith, then nothing will start. And then tat praha shamet indriyaha jnanam labdva from Shanti. Achirena vigacchati. Achirena. Chirena means something that is much, much behind. Achira, we say, once upon a time there was a king. Like that we say. So that's Chira. And Achira means even before, much, much prior. So Krishna says that once we know this knowledge, then we'll attain the adhigachati means to obtain. What we obtain? Achirena shantim, eternal peace. Eternal peace, shantim. We need to attain this one thing. Yeah, really, killing myself. Tat paraha shamayat indriya. So you know what is indriya?
Senses.
Yeah. So Krishna says three things here. Jnanam, lavate jnanam, Shardhavan, Shardhavan lavate jnanam, Shardhavan, Shardhavan is one word here. And Shamyat Indriya means control of the senses. Okay. And Tatparaha here means something that is done repeatedly. Prabhupada translated as dedication. Chanting Hare Krishna every day, going to the temple every day, doing services every day, consistently. If you are practicing humility, practicing it every day, you know. These are the three things mentioned: dedication, sense control, and faith. If we have those three things, then we will get the eternal peace. But who cannot attain it? We talked about it. Who is those people? Asardha dhanasya. Agyan cha sardha dhanasya samsayatma vinashati. Nayam loko asti na paro na sukham samsayatmana. So the doubtful mind, atmana means mind, person, soul. Samsayatmaha, they don't have sukha in this loka, not in the paraloka. Loka and paraloka, right? You know this word, right? Loka is this material world, and paraloka after leaving this body. So who are these people? Agyanis, the ignorant, and the one who does not have faith, asardha dhanas, and then samsayatma, doubt. So ignorant, faithless, and doubtful, they would never have this bhakti. They would never attain this knowledge. Knowledge of bhakti. This is, I know, don't think that this is knowledge that we are talking about. Yoga sannyasata karmanam jnana sanchina samsayam atmavantam na karmani nivadanti hanajaya dhanjaya nivadanti dhananjaya nivadanti means to bind. So he says yoga samsaya karmanam. One who renounces fruitive actions by karma yoga. So Arjuna is going to ask, in next chapter. He'll start from here. Krishna is saying one who renounces the fruitive action by karma yoga, and those whose doubts have been destroyed by knowledge. Okay, so these two things I would like to, for all of you to remember. Okay, this is the very, kind of samam bonam verse in this chapter. It says yoga samsayata karmanam. One who renounces the fruitive action by karma yoga. This is definition of karma yoga also. Okay, what is karma yoga? Action that is done for Krishna. And jnana sanchita sanchina samsayam, which doubts have been destroyed by knowledge. So this is basically sacrifice. So sacrifice has come to the culmination of knowing Krishna and fruitive action that is leading to Krishna. If these two things are done, then that person who has realized this self is not bound, yeah, we saw this Nivadanti, is not bound by what? Atmamantam na karmani. The reaction of what? So this is a secret. I don't know how important I can say that. But this is secret. This verse you should, this is basically the whole philosophy in a very concise way. This is powerful. This verse gives the whole philosophy. So far we have been studying. Then he says that, get up, man, and fight. Right? That's what Krishna will say. So now you have this knowledge. Okay. So with this knowledge, chitvainam samsayam yogam atistha utistha bharata. Get up, utistha bharata, O Arjun. And all this knowledge that you have learned, that should be sufficient to kill your doubt. So what doubt Arjuna has? Anybody knows what doubt he has? What doubt he has? What are the things he is doubting about?
For reaction and there were four reasons.
Yeah, yes. Those four things that he said. You have to remember those. That's so. So first one, what he's saying?
Sinful reaction, destroying the family tradition, and
One by one. So what is first one, Prabhu?
the sinful reaction.
Yeah, sinful. So do we get the sinful reaction in the bhakti?
No,
Krishna is saying no. So that's why, yes. And then what is second one, Prabhu?
destroying the family
Tradition. Okay. So what Krishna is saying? We are, in second chapter, he gave all that knowledge. Sankhya, philosophy. You are not this body. What you are talking about is relationship. There is no relationship. What is third point?
Then omens get kind of
Association of the, yes, the family tradition will be destroyed. So there is no family. What is the tradition that we are going to destroy? I mean, it's just, this is the doubt that Krishna is. You have some say. What is the fourth one?
Sorry, Prabhuji, what was the second one? So one was sinful reaction, the other one was destroying the family.
Four.
Now, the other one, compassion for based on bodily symptoms.
Ah.
That is one. The last one is, uh, even if I win this war, I cannot enjoy after killing all my things. So that is another one too. Yeah.
So yeah, so this, and please remember this fourth reason. First one he said, compassion, as Prabhuji said, compassion for friends and relatives. Second one he says, he's not seeing any enjoyment. Why? Because if there is nobody in my family left over, then who I enjoy with? Most of our enjoyment, like when marriage is happening, everybody will dress up. Who is seeing? Your relatives, your family members. Now, if you become big man, big lady, IS officer in India, they say, who is enjoying the family? Oh, my cousin, my brother, my this and that, the IS officer. Right? So say that, who I can really enjoy. I don't see any benefit. And then third one, he says that this is sinful. For sure, if you kill people, you get the sin. So he says that this is sinful action. And then fourth one, he says that family tradition will be destructed. Means when all the men are, so who goes for the fighting? Men. And all of them are killed, then female will become widow. And when they become widow, then they can start associating with the people of any type without having any distinction. And that way, Barn Sankara will happen. Progeny future generation will be spoiled, So he says these four things that I should not fight. That's what Krishna summarizes here, that all of your doubts should be now destroyed. You should know that if you are acting for Krishna in Bhakti Yoga, then nothing is going to bind you. So get up and tasmat ajnana sambhutam. All of this ignorance that you have, let's hit this in your heart. This agyan that has arisen in your heart, let's cut that and get up and fight. So is that helping? Fourth chapter, you have been through all of it. This is fourth chapter, last verse we are done. Are you all understanding the way the things is being spoken, the way we are teaching and learning? Do you have any input, anything that you think I should do to improve your learning here? What
Yeah,
you like to, what you like me to do? How it has been so far? Yes.
Roji, I do have two questions. Sorry, my voice little bit down. Roji,
Yeah.
can you save the slides again? In the slides, um
Yes, Prabhuji.
no
Yeah.
other one that we just finishing.
This one,
Mm.
Prabhuji.
Prabhu, so noyam lokasti na paro na sukam samsayatmana. So I am
Uh-huh.
just hiding like trying to find like nayam lokasti na paro, like where it is mentioning like this world and not the next. Is it Nayam Lokasti Naparo?
Did I understand your ask once again? So
So
what
where it is kind of mentioning like neither this world nor in the next world.
Nayam loko. Here. Nayam. Now what is coming? Ayam means this. Na ayam loko. So if you do Sandhi Vichhed, na ayam loko, not in this lok, asti is not there. Na paro.
Okay.
Not in the
Okay.
paro means, higher planet or other planets. Paro means other planets. Could be lower or it could be higher. So Nayam Loko, not on this planet. Na Ayam Loko Asti is not in this loka, and not Paro, not in the other planet.
Okay,
So that's what you
Prabhuji.
are asking, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji, got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Prabhuji, one more thing. Verse 41, Jnana
Yeah.
Sanchina Samsayam. Sanchina is gathering or destroying?
No. So Gyan Sanchina Samsayam. All that knowledge that you have gathered, okay,
Uh,
that Sanchina means together,
okay, okay.
to collect. So Gyan Sanchina means the knowledge that we have acquired.
Uh,
Okay, that knowledge, samsayam, should remove the doubt. So
okay.
Gyan Sanchina is one word here. You see the hyphen here?
Mhm.
It's one word. Yoga Sannyasta is one word. So
Okay, Prabhuji.
Gyan Sanchita means all the knowledge that you have acquired. Samsayam means doubt. Okay. Atmanavantam means this body, or the way we perceive Atmavan. Atma means body, Atma means soul also. Na karmani, there is no reaction here. See, karma here means reaction. You see here?
Mhm.
Here said Prabhupada said reactions. Nivadandati. 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 Na bandhati. It's not going to bind. Dhananjaya. Oh, Arjuna. So
Okay,
here
Prabhuji.
Atmavantam is translated as self-realized. You as person who have realized that Krishna Bhakti Kaile Sarokar Siddhihaya.
Mm.
If you have that, then na karmani nivandati. There is no reaction that will bind you. Okay, thank you. Anything else, Prabhuji?
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Anything anybody has? So we are concluding this chapter. Before we move to the next chapter, chapter 5.
So, Prabhu,
Everything is clear? Yeah.
so just a quick question. Uh, you know, going through these verses 39 and 41. Um,
39 and 41. Yeah.
39 and 41, right? So, of course, this is very clear, from the
Yeah, very clear.
yeah,
Right, Prabhu. Very clear. Yes. I wanted to hear from, one of you that they should appreciate this verse that is so clearly Krishna is saying. Yes.
yeah. So, but, so this is the concept. This is the theory, right? So now, but if we have to practice this theory in our day-to-day life, especially in this modern world and with so many, um, so many uh, with kind of so many desires and
Yeah.
illusions, and that we can fall down very, very easily. Now, now, yes, 39. It is all about, as you very nicely explained. Um, um, if we have dedication, faith, and sense control, we can attain the eternal peace. Now, 41 talks about renounce everything. Um, right. So now learn to do things for Krishna, but this is where the gap is. Can you just explain from any historical stories for us to connect to this point whenever we are in doubt, saying, okay, am I falling down? Am I becoming a slave of my senses? Can you share any historical references, stories on how someone have realized that they are falling down and then they quickly came back to this transcendental platform again? So I think this story will help us stay in our minds and to constantly meditate that I should not be doing the same mistake again and again.
Yeah. There are many personalities in our scripture who have you heard the story of Sabri Muni?
Sabari Muni or
Sabri Muni, yeah.
Sabari?
So he was meditating in deep water, and then he saw two fishes coming together, mating, and seeing them, his desire for wife arised in his heart. He decided that I should get out and get married and enjoy my life. He went and he asked a king, he got married and everything else. Long story short, while he was enjoying, he realized that this is wastage of my time.
Mm,
मानुष जन्म पैलो राधा कृष्ण ना भजिलो जानिया सुनिया विष खाइन. I have taken the birth of this human being, and I know that this is the poison. Somebody is telling me this is the poison. Don't drink; it will kill you. But I still have been drinking it. So it's like that. That's one story.
mm,
There are many stories. One thing that I would personally like to share, something very closer. I was talking to one devotee, okay? And this devotee has been very consistent in his service. They do their service very nicely, without any left and right, just service for sake of service, okay? Not for the name, fame, power. I mean, very honestly, very honestly, sincerely. Just the service is his attachment. I said, what is making you do this? He said, I feel very good. It just gives me immediately I feel very good. I can give this time to do something else. but I feel very good. So most of the time when we do devotional service, we feel very good. Now, there is one side of us that says that this is good. There is other side of that says that let's do it, and that's what we are struggling. Natty, natty, do not do. Sometimes we hear the good person, sometimes we hear the bad person that we have inside. Our goal is to always hear that good person. And the good person is basically whenever you are saying that whenever I do some service, I feel very good about it. So I just focus on that one. And then slowly and slowly it's helping me. It's giving me the faith. So this is one of the very practical example that do service very nicely, Prabhu. Prabhupada said that one can, with their mind, keep on trying to know about Krishna. They would never know, you know. They would never know where the Krishna is. But if you engage in your service, then slowly and slowly, slowly and slowly, slowly and slowly, you yourself will realize it. Just like that, there are some of the examples. People who are doing devotional service. Now the people, they have given their life, they're doing everything all the time, and they are still very persistent to do it. So what is driving them? Their taste, their self-realization. So these are some of the real life example that is applicable to you and I. But in the Shastra, there are so many, example. Uh, let's take the example of Dhruv Maharaj. Dhruv Maharaj, when he was perfected his devotional service, and then his brother Uttama got killed by Yaksha, and he started fighting, and he became so furious in his fighting that he started completely destructing. He was almost about to destroy that Yaksha tradition. At that time, his grandfather, Sambhu Manu, comes and says, "What you are doing? Why you think that you are the doer? And your brother got killed because of this Yaksha. Nothing can happen without the mercy of Krishna. So stop this fighting." So here you can see he was almost getting on the very bad side, but uh, he stopped. Said, "Okay, I understand. This is time. Time has to do it, and it's doing it." Same thing. Another example is when battlefield of Kurukshetra was over, then Yudhishthira Maharaj started repenting. Huge repentance. Huge repentance. That I am the source of all the suffering that living beings have gone through, and due to me, uh, everybody was killed. So way down, completely, you know, like ordinary human being, completely devastated. Krishna said, let's go to Bhishma. He's leaving his body. Let's see what he has to say. Bhishma say that everybody thinks that I am the doer. But that is not good. This is material understanding. The real doer is the person who is next to you, Krishna. Somebody says Swabhav is the cause, somebody say karma is the cause, somebody say there are many, reason that people give. Somebody says that Prakriti is the cause, somebody says that uh, something divine is the cause, Daivik Shakti is the cause. There are many. So Daivik, Kal, Karma, Prakriti, all of these seems to be cause. But he says, but the cause of all the causes is Lord Himself. Then he stood up and he started fighting. Very last example is the context that we are going through. Arjun himself is saying that I don't want to fight. Why should I fight? These are my family, who I'm going to enjoy with. Ordinary person is thinking like, he's going down. Krishna is teaching him, and at the end of the day, at the end of the all teaching, he will say, Kadi Sai Vachanam to him. I'll do whatever you like me to do. Is there some relevant example, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji. These are very beautiful examples and
Some
very
of these examples, that I wanted to cite. You can see that anybody, Prabhu, okay, you and I, or anybody who have years and years of devotion, may get victimized. We can be, victimized very easily. Somebody can put, in a trick and make us victim, make
yeah.
us look bad. But our Father Krishna is, okay, my dear Lord. I mean, it's up to you. So yes, yes, Prabhu, Surendra Prabhu ji, some big philosophical questions, please.
No,
Go ahead.
Prabhu.
Yeah,
So, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
yeah.
The verse 41, Yoga Sanyasta Karmana,
Uh-huh.
who renounces fruitive actions by Karma Yoga. Could you please elaborate this one, looking at Grihastha life? What are the areas that we should take caution,
Yeah.
and how we should, you know, delineate those fruitive activities so that we will not get into it?
Very good. Become devotee, take initiation, work for Krishna. That's the answer. And you are already doing it. So when we do karma, action, so action can be done for some goals. It could be short-term or long-term goals that we plan, right? Or we can do action as a ladder. Yoga means to connect, as a ladder that is leading towards Krishna. So here, Krishna is saying that, either you are doing karma yoga or sacrifice, jnana yoga, yajna mostly. Do both for as a yoga. Do both as a means to connect with me, which means keep me in center, do it for me. So very simple example is we all eat. Nobody here can say that I don't eat. No human being can say, not only human being, but any being, any creation of the Lord, they eat, right? They eat something, whatever they can eat. Krishna is saying that don't stop eating, but eat prasadam. Offer it to me and then eat as a food, as a prasadam, as a mercy. So when we eat food only without offering to Krishna, then it's fruitive work because food will give you the nourishment, will give you the good health, will keep you healthy. All of that will happen, but it's not connecting with Krishna. But if we eat the food that is offered to Krishna, then it's connecting with Krishna. What are the other aspect of your questions, Prabhu? Is it clear enough?
Yeah, it is clear, Prabhu. Yeah,
Yeah.
the prescribed duties what Prabhupada has mentioned. So,
Yeah. So prescribed duty that we have, if we do the prescribed duty, duty is prescribed to the Varna to connect with Krishna. So prescribed duty, in fact, if we don't do it, by the way. We don't do it. If we do it as it's prescribed, then it will connect it to Krishna. Because that's the purpose. It might not appear like that, but slowly and slowly it will connect. But when we offer food to Krishna and then eat it, then that is directly bhakti, direct devotional service. So Krishna is saying that you are, and in the previous chapter, we saw one verse. It says that, "O Arjun, you have a tendency to act. Human beings have a tendency to act. You will act. Nobody can make you stop. You'll act, either here or there. Living beings have tendency to act. Okay. I'll be doing something. If I'm not in the Hare Krishna temple, if I'm not in the Hare Krishna movement, if I'm not trying to be Krishna conscious, I'll try to do something, some other consciousness. Maybe I'll be a realtor, or maybe, making money, or maybe we use my time to do something, some business, start a business, go there, or maybe, something to make, money. So some substitution I can find. Okay. That will give me some benefit. You can do that, but with that benefit, what will happen? You are getting the reaction. You are getting binding. You are getting bound with the reactions of the action. But what you can do is that same time, same person, same resources, same means, you can find something that is God conscious, Krishna conscious, and there you'll get eternal benefit. You get benefit in both conditions. It's not that in bhakti we don't get benefit. We are free. We are freeing ourselves from the reactions. But that becomes yoga. That becomes the ladder that will connect with the Lord. Like for example, cooking, doing some services for uh, temple. These are not menial thing. So Krishna is saying that, I can tell you one joke. There was one person, and we were reaching out to that person for some service. And the person one day got very upset and said that all you guys think that I'm not rich, or I'm not qualified or something. Because all the time when I come, you think that I'm a labor. Anytime I come, you ask me to do this, you ask me to do that, you ask me to do that. So then somebody came and told me that this is what the person is saying. I said, completely wrong understanding. We are trying to connect that person with Krishna. So you are not doing it for anybody else. You are doing it for Krishna, and it's good for you. So it's like that. Krishna is saying that, Arjun, you are Kshatriya. Coming to the point now. Arjun, you are Kshatriya. You'll fight. This is your nature. You're going to fight. But why don't you fight for me? If you fight for me, then you will not get any reaction, and will bring you to me. So that's the basically point we are talking about.
So this is, indirectly that's connects to 927 verse, right? Na yad juhosi yad tasmasi yad.
Yes, yes. Yes, Matkuru. Yeah, Tatkuru Madarpanam. Whatever you are doing. Yes, Prabhu. Yes, you got it. You have the answer. Yes, exactly. We are not into 9th chapter, but yes. Yes, that's what Krishna is saying, that everything that you do it for me as your offering. Yes, Prabhu. You're right.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
What
Prabhuji,
else? Yeah.
Prabhuji, I still have question on this.
Oh,
So
Mataji,
you
please
gave
ask.
you gave a lot of example as far as renouncing fruitive actions and stuff in the service of Krishna, as in like in the temple premises and things like that. But when it comes to work, right? Like for example, your the work that you do, like um, how does that renounce fruitive action when you're doing those kind of stuff? How does that apply?
Karma phala, the fruits of the action you can, sometimes you can offer the action directly to Krishna,
Hmm.
and
But what
sometimes you
does
can
that mean
offer
to
the
give?
fruits of like money, give charity to
Uh,
the temple, give donation to sannyasi, invite, guest at your house, devotee at your house, make prasadam. You'll have to buy the grocery and everything else. You are using your money, sponsor some programs, invite sannyasi, give them donations, give them some, financial support, because you are not using, but they will directly use it. So these are
hmm.
the things, you do, if you cannot directly do it, then you support the one who are doing, and you get the equal benefit. You get
But
the
you
same
know
benefit.
how in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is telling Arjuna to fight because that's what Krishna wants Arjuna to do. So in that aspect, when we do our job, apart from using our money for Krishna's benefit, for propagating Krishna consciousness, how do we perform the job in a way that, is we are renouncing the fruit of the action? What is the, yeah.
That's very good point. So for that, need a lot of maturity. Krishna will talk about that. And the term that is being used here is Niskam, Karma Yoga.
Mhm.
Means you are doing the action, but you are not doing for your karma, for your desire, right? You are doing it for satisfaction of Krishna. So there is a lot of maturity needed. You need a personal tutor or instructor who can look at your situation and tell how you can optimize it. But the bottom line is that always remember Krishna. So while you are doing your action, you remember Krishna. I have seen many devotees that they are studying, while at the work. Whenever they get some time, they remember Krishna. I remember one of my friend. He was a student. He was going at the Bhagavad University, and there was break between two classes. He came out in the park and he started chanting. And then, cops came and all that stuff. But the thing is that that's called dovetailing, means how you can adjust things in a way that you don't incur reaction. And all of that happens with faith. So I'll tell you one story. Okay. There was once Narad Muni was going to see Krishna. So as he was going to see Krishna, first person he met was a saintly person. He was renounced and he was living a very pious life. So he asked Narad Muni, where are you going? He said, I'm going to see Lord Vishnu. Oh, Narad Muni know that all of us know that he can go and see Krishna anytime. He said, can you please find out when I'm going to die? When I'll die, can you go and ask him? So, okay, I'll go and ask him. Then he went ahead and he saw there was one prostitute. She was engaged in the business of prostitution. So she saw Narad Muni. She came running. Narad Muni, where are you going? I'm going to see Lord Vishnu. So she said that, I mean, I know that my death is going to be very bad. But anyways, when you see him, ask him that when I'm gonna die. I said, okay, why not? If I see him, I'll ask. So Narad Muni went and saw Lord Vishnu. And then he asked the questions. And then as he was coming back, he met that person who was living a past life. And he said, before you answer, when I'm gonna die, can you tell me what Krishna was doing, what Vishnu was doing? Or he said, Vishnu is doing something that I don't understand what he was doing. It's very difficult for me to explain. He said, no, 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 no. Can you tell me? Can you tell me what he was doing? He said, I saw him that he was using the eye of a needle. You know what I'm talking about? Eye of. So he had an elephant, big elephant, and he was moving that elephant in and out from that eye of the needle. You follow me, everybody?
Mhm.
So this saintly person said, I can't believe this is impossible. He doesn't even ask anything. He said, you are just, this is impossible. I can't believe this is not possible. And Manu said, okay, but that's what I saw. So he came and then he met the prostitute. And she was saying that, can you please tell me? I'm so thankful that he went and he saw my Lord. you had meeting with, you're so pious, this thing will never come in my life. How can I serve? She was so happy to see somebody who has seen the Krishna, seen the Vishnu. And she said, can you please tell me very curiously what my Lord was doing? She was pursued. And yeah, I saw him that he was using an elephant to pass through the eye of a needle. And she said that, oh, why not? It's nothing for him. It's nothing for him. My dear Lord, he can do anything. Anything is possible for him. He can get anything done. What is this simple thing? So what is the difference between both of these two persons? Do you know what is the difference? Do you know
One
what is
actually believes that
believe,
Krishna is
right?
the
Faith.
word.
Faith.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's what Krishna is saying here. That's one of the uh, verse we have here. Yeah. Where was that? Na loko, here. Nayam loko asti napuru. So that's what it is. Samsaya atma vinasati. So the most important thing is faith, having remembrance of Krishna, having some degree of understanding who the Krishna is. Ado sardha, tado sadhu sangha, tado bhajan kriya. Everything will be fine if you have faith. If you have faith in Lord. Okay. Karma and akarma. That's what Krishna is saying. Krishna will teach you, give you the opportunity to make your karma as niskam karma, as long as you are doing in remembrance of Krishna. So although she was possessive, but she was a devotee. Lord, in fact, told that that person is a devotee, and the another guy is fake guy. He's just doing for name, fame, prestige, power, this and that. You know, so it's like that. It doesn't matter what occupation, where you are. If you are doing it for Krishna, if you are doing with Shraddha, this is a crude story, but this makes the point, right, Mataji?
Mhm.
Uh, Uday Prabhu, you have something?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji. So, Prabhu, in the same line, um, you know, the Kamini, Kanchana, and Pratishta,
Yeah, yeah,
right? So these
yeah,
are the main things that a person can fall down
yeah,
any moment. Doesn't matter how advanced they are. So, the lust and greed for wealth, they are somewhat easy to conquer, but for the prestige, the desire for recognition and honor, the pratishtha is not that easy, and this is
yeah.
where many of the advanced devotees you know, can fall there. So, how can we recognize them in the early stages itself and work
Yeah.
towards not to become victims of these three?
So Krishna always said that understand what is lower and what is higher. Okay. It's always in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Nectar of Devotion, you will study. It's always good to sacrifice lower philosophy, lower thing for the higher philosophy. Always, always, always. It's important. So what is important? That you will have to uh, learn from Guru Shastra and Sadhu. What is important for uh, particular time, and you have to protect that. So, for example, uh, there are many examples coming into my mind, but I'm thinking which one should I bring up. Let me bring one thing. So, I have seen people, okay, you know, uh, in any temple, there are many things, but there are two things that is very prominent. One is people, and second one is project. Okay, I have seen many who are very good with people, extremely good with people, but they cannot get anything done. They will do everything people want them to do, and they want to maintain the relationship very good, hi, hello, the good book, but they don't move anything. Okay, they can't accomplish, they cannot get anything done. Okay, but the relationship is pretty good. Okay, so that's one side. That's not good. What is the value of too much investing into the people if you can't get things done? Okay, that's one side. The other side is project, where you are too much goal oriented and you are trying to get things accomplished, but then the people are not able to follow. They're not able to go through it, right? So that is also bad. Okay, so both being project oriented is bad, or people oriented, too much people oriented, not getting project done, that is also bad. What is good? The good is that you use both people and project together, balance in a way that you get things done. At the same time, people are okay, right? But that doesn't happen so easily. It requires a lot of maturity, lot of maturity, lot of planning and preparation and mercy, that we need. So that's how it is. You have to understand wherever you are, what's happening in your family life. Like for example, sometimes let's some take some other example. Sometimes I see that family does not go together because wife is very devotional and husband is not, or husband is very devotional, wife is not. Okay, and wife wants to be devotee of Krishna, no meat eating, no illicit sex, no intoxication. She wants to live a life that is life of a sadhu. Husband wants her to basically do everything that she was doing before. So one option is that she can leave the marriage. She can come out of the marriage. And second option is that wherever she is, she will try to balance it. Okay. The good thing is that, or the best thing for her to do is that she should balance. Although she is not able to be fully devotional as she can be, but she should try to keep her relationship, maintain her family, because family is not just two people, there are other people too. So there are so many lives that are part of that two people, two people's lives. So the bigger thing is that they stay together, okay, and not come out. So these are some of the examples, how you balance, how you balance between uh, good and bad. Things are very realistic and it's very unique. Each problem is unique, so I cannot give a generic solution,
Mm.
but I can just give you some insight that it's all about balance, and that balance come depending on how you are grounded in your philosophy, how much you understand Krishna consciousness, because people are carrying their Krishna consciousness. Okay, you have your own Krishna consciousness. I have my own Krishna consciousness. Somebody else have their own Krishna consciousness. All of that thing is there. There are so many factors. People have short-term goals, long-term goals. You know, so all of that thing will run through you. Okay, but how much you are able to manage that, how much you can get disturbed by it. Okay, at some point you have to make the decision. Okay, this is good. This is what we have to do for the movement. Let's do it. Go ahead, do it. Okay, so it requires a lot of maturity, Prabhu. It's not something ready type of answer that I can tell Prabhu you do like that. If you have a specific problem, if you talk about that, then we can get into details of it and say that Prabhu you should do like that, you should do like that. But I can
Sure.
only give some example that a lot of maturity is needed. So be very proud of calling yourself a matured person. Be matured. broaden your understanding, understand the multiple perspective of the things. Okay, don't be single-minded. Devotee do not mean single-minded. Very broad, understanding everything, all the aspects of everything, and then working on a solid foundation. We by our action show maturity. Now, how it's perceived, you cannot control that. You cannot control. You cannot control. Are we abiding with Guru Shastra and Sadhu? Am I doing something that is pleasing Srila Prabhupada? Am I doing something that is pleasing Krishna? That's more important than pleasing somebody else who is not important for you and I. Okay, so there are so many factors here that we have to put together to understand in a particular situation how to act,
Okay, right, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
what to do. But again, uh, pray, keep on praying, Prabhupada, and your senior devotees, senior Garbhas and sisters, and work with them, understand, broaden your understanding. Bhakti does not mean that we become single-minded, And when you broaden, Prabhuji, here is another thing. When you have a broader mind and maturity, you can see other position also. Somebody else cannot see, but you can see. Others will not see, but you can see. People too much value their, personal, relationship, but not seeing the higher picture. What is after this? So there's so many things here. This is very complex questions, tough questions in one sense, but I can just simply give you some, you know, hint that how we have to tackle.
Hey, Prabhu, I think the people and project example that you gave, it's really eye-opening, especially
Yes.
especially when you said, being good with people. If you're not able to get things done, then it's not a good use of the time.
No. Then
So
what is the purpose? We are not engaging them in Krishna consciousness.
exactly, I think
Yeah.
I I can I can relate.
And everybody, wherever we are doing this. It
Yeah,
doesn't have to be, big devotee. A
yeah,
small service that we have a team, we are working with the people, but we are just maintaining the relationship and nothing is getting done. They are not engaging. Your fairly technical world would not cleanse the heart. Let
yeah,
me write it down. That's not the bhakti process is. But if you engage them in Krishna consciousness, even by Janatina Prakarena, they will purify. So, I mean, anyways, this is
definitely. So
very, yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
Prabhu, just,
Yeah.
sorry, Prabhu, just one second. Prabhu, I know we are out of time today, and there are other questions too, but probably in next week when we meet, can you just give some historical stories on how some devotees have conquered these? Just one story for how to conquer the greed for wealth, or one story how to conquer the kind of greed for, lust.
Yeah.
And kind of one story for how to
Yeah.
conquer prestige
So,
or pratishtha, so
yeah.
that
So
you can
bhakti
follow that.
has nine, anga,
Mm,
according to Prahlad Maharaj, Sonam Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padsevanam, Vachanam, Bandham, Dasam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam, and all of these nines, there is person that is referred to, right?
mm, mm.
So we'll talk about that. We'll
Yeah,
bring that
I'll go.
slide
I'll
and
go.
then talk
Thanks.
about it. But thank you so much. Yes, this is very critical type of questions that you are asking, and very good. We need to discuss those type of questions. Very good. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Anything, Prabhuji?
one quick
Yes.
question, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Regarding this Yudhishthira and Bhishma story that you told us.
Yeah.
So suppose I say that story to somebody and that person happens to be a criminal, right? And he says, well, I'm not doing all these crimes. Krishna is the doer of all doer. How would I counter?
Ah. Yeah, right. This is taking it on the other side, but it's pretty good.
Mhm.
So, now this is very good. So, Prithu Maharaj in Bhagavatam is asking Narad Muni similar questions, that who is the doer? And Narad Muni says that it depends where you are. Okay, it depends where you are. And what is governing you, what is managing you. So Krishna has I just wanted to quickly, touch on this point. Krishna has his Antarang Shakti and his Bhirang Shakti, external and internal energy. Okay. So his Bahya Shakti, external energy, is also managing people, and he manages people through his internal potency also. But the people who are not devotee of Krishna, people who are not having faith in Krishna, they are managed by Kala, Karma, Swabhava, their nature, their reactions, their instinct. All of that is superficial thing uh, that you and I would know. That's managing them. They're why somebody will say, why I'm going through the cycle of birth and death? Because of your karma. So it's not like that the karma is not acting. Okay, karma does act, but karma acts for devotee who are under the control of external energy of the Lord. So if somebody who is drunk or uh, doing bad thing, killing people, robbing, thieving, saying that it's all Krishna making me do. So you can tell you have to a little bit be philosophical there and say that you are not under the control of Krishna's energy. I mean, everybody is under the control of Krishna's energy, but not under the control of Krishna's internal energy. Okay, your life is not governed and managed by Krishna's internal energy. So saying that Krishna is the doer is basically you are trying to blame somebody else for your sinful act. But when we become devotee, we have faith. Shraddha Sabda Vishwas, we have complete faith. Krishna is Supreme Personality of God. It is, Keval Ishwaraha. I'm trying. And in that process, I'm failing. My attempt is good, but I fail. Okay. No, I might be failing. So when my attempt is good, that means I'm working under the internal potency of Krishna. Bhakti Vinod Thakur, one of our Acharya, he says that everything that happens in the life of a devotee is orchestrated by Lord Himself. Krishna personally plan devotee's life. But then we have to come to that stage. We have to have the faith and all of that. So these are two different things. And I see that people say that if Bhagwan is this, then why there is drought? If Krishna is there, why people are poor? If Krishna is, but do you believe that Krishna is there? That's the number one question you have to ask. Do you really, have any faith in Krishna? If you have faith in Krishna, then you should be doing something else. Right? So it's like, sometimes superficial thing you will hear just for sake of argument. And that's why it says in a scripture, four things. There are different types of devotee, but devotee who are advanced, they know how to love somebody. Know who they love? The one who are devotee, who are superior. They love to them. And then they have friendship with the one who are similar to them. Somebody, who are of the friend type, we are of the same type. We have a friendship. We all are trying to be devotee. You have some fault, I have some fault. That's fine, but we live together, we serve together, we have to go ahead. That's second thing. And third thing, if you will see some innocent people who have not heard any knowledge, but has no envy. If you tell, they'll accept it. They are ready to hear. That's how you and I came to Krishna consciousness. I was innocent man. Okay, when somebody told me about Krishna, Vishnu, I started practicing. So he will pour love to innocent person. But somebody who is envious of you, your services, your everything that you do. Shastra says that upeksha, completely upeksha karo, get out of that person, renounce that. Now, so this is not something shastric, not shastric. This is very shastric. So now you have to be that type of person to see who I have to love, who I have to be friendly with, who I have to uh, teach, and who I have to stay away, who I have to, reject. So all of that, Prabhuji, it requires some maturity. Okay. But somebody from outside will just come and tell something, then that this is fourth category, upeksha. This
Mhm.
person is envious of Krishna. He's trying to put Krishna down. He says, "Thank you so much. You are so smart. I'm not as smart like you. Please proceed." You know, just and don't waste your time. Just go and talk to somebody who need your teaching. Yeah, just like that. I would not be talking too much to somebody who will unnecessarily start arguing everything because there is no answer of all the questions. You know that, right?
Yes.
So many things. Why this? Why that? Why that? Why Krishna? Why? Prabhu, please proceed. Sorry. I am not as smart. Go and read. Maybe Prabhupada will help you. Go to Narad Muni, he will help you. Or maybe go to some bigger, Prabhuji or Mataji who are more advanced. They can help you understand. Because there is really not answer of all the questions. And what is, if you really look at all of these big, big things are coming because that person is lagging faith. I told you that, I had one person I was doing Bhakti Vriksha course and he didn't let me talk anything. He said that there is no God. He was biotechnologist. He said there is no God. Everything has come from bacteria, from microbes. And Darwin said that everything adjusts based upon the circumstances that they see. Okay. And then they adjust. And we have adjusted ourselves with every. So we have come from bacteria. That's what his philosophy was. No God, nothing, nothing, no left, nothing right. Whatever you have is only this life. He was saying there is no life, there is no karma. No, he didn't anything, any word I would use, he would not let me talk. Karma, what is karma you are talking about? Where is karma? Why so I finally said, Prabhuji, I won't be able to convince you. I'm sorry, I'm not that smart. I bow down, surrendered. I said, please, I cannot. I mean, I don't know all of these things, why there is no karma, there is no this, there is no everything you say, he was not trusting into it. This is all man-made, this is gimmicks, gimmicks, this and that to cheat people, these people, why, if there is God, why this person became this and that, all that bad examples. Some of the people who are in India, I will see that they have a big beard, they are sadhu, but they sometimes get caught into robbing and thieving, right?
Mhm.
So where is Krishna? Where all those type of things he was saying? I said this is very material thing. When we're talking about something very superficial, we have to go down to really start talking. I'm not really here to talk about those things which is very clear,
Mhm.
you know. So we know. So Prabhu, there are different layers. But thank you so much for
Thank you.
this ask.
Very good one.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Is there anything else before we adjourn? Okay, so I'll see you all next Saturday, 11:30. We'll start new chapter, chapter 5. Now we have to act for Krishna. That's
Yeah.
what this chapter will teach. We have to start acting. And then in chapter 6, Krishna will talk to Dhyan Yoga he'll talk about, and then he will start talking about Bhakti Yoga. He'll say that I told you everything. Let's talk about devotional service. So thank you so much. Vanshkalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyayavasya patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namaha nantakoti vaishnavibhyo jai. Thank you, Hare Krishna. I'll see you all next
Guruji,
Saturday. Hare
Haribol,
Bol.
Thank you,
Take
Haribol.
Guruji.
care. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Thank you.